let's get into the actual where and why I call these people perverts and like so many disgusting things. So, and just the scary part in general, when it comes to a man with his family, that's being targeted by white supremacists. So, a man with a family that's being targeted by white supremacists, especially a conscious man, a man who's a little bit have a little bit of knowledge of the enemy. And I can't say I knew too much about them because I'm still being surprised by certain tactics and, things in them. But I was taught by some people who gave me a heads up on certain things and just how they move. And I was able to even warn my family. And that's what I want to talk about here. I want to talk about not only my children's mother, me being able to literally warn her, but even my friends, even some of my friends who were still caught up in the streets, living a certain life, I knew from the man I was becoming and the things that I experienced, which I will start speaking to y'all about more. That's more divine. That these people would target me, and my children's mother. This is why I don't really have no excuses to make for her. Um, Years prior to me getting any money, for me getting anything, I told her to protect my children. And, the type of man I am, and, I have a mission. Like, not necessarily like I'm here with an evil agenda or something like that, or some kind of, no, it's literally a purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? A purpose in life that is not going to be accepted and liked by many people, and most of us, no, not most of us, some of us do. Some people are just here for a certain reason that the powers that be is not going to like you go against them. Your natural reality just go against their lies and they bull crap and they all they stuff. It just goes against it. But anyway, um, so, cause this is serious and I want y'all to make sure y'all stay around to the end and don't just look at it as me, especially if you're targeting an individual, especially if you're sexually involved with people. Definitely protect yourself. I don't give a fuck how much you think you trust them. And this is not something from me. Like, look, I got the white supremacists literally blocking me from getting my test results right now. You know what I'm saying? They did some disgusting stuff to me and my family to the point where as though I went to the emergency room to get checked out. You know what I'm saying? That's how serious it was. You know what I'm saying? So let me get into the story from the beginning and to show you how disgusting these white supremacists and these people in Morton, Pennsylvania is, as well as my children's mother. She either's going to have to explain herself as being a victim or just being, which I do think she was at first, but I do think she got turned out. These people is definitely involved with sex trafficking in different ways. My little sister said they threatened to sex traffic my nieces. As I told you before, I'm not the only person that they are targeting. They're targeting my siblings, literally. And my little sister, I'll show you the text messages and stuff. Actually, I did think I uploaded them. I'll make them public again. She is going through different stuff as far as her actual husband is being used against her in different situations. I'm not going to disclose too much of her information. I said I let her speak for herself. Plus, I'm not there to really be able to vouch for it exactly, but I do know she's being targeted, and she started being targeted after I started being targeted. Um, but yes, she said they threatened to, sex traffic her children. Now, my children's mother, once I told her about my little sister being sex trafficked, she told me, she was like, oh, I seen a tattoo on her arm of a Sour Patch Kids tattoo on her arm. And I'm like, what the fuck do that? Because I didn't know. Like, I was a hustler in the streets and stuff, and I don't even fucking know. But I don't know much about that. I know about chicks prostituting and stuff like that. But as far as like a big sex trafficking, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know they call it sex trafficking, prostitution, really. I mean, prostitution, sex trafficking, and different stuff. Like I don't know. I still don't know for real, for real. But yeah, she like I seen she had a Sour Patch tattoo on her. I'm like, how the fuck do you know about a Sour Patch tattoo? Like, I don't know this girl that know nothing about street stuff, nothing. I know her from supposed to be coming from a good family. And you know what I'm saying, as far as street stuff, I knew she would, like, I had to get a little control of her at first, but no, she is none of that ever popped in my head, period. But she so that was a red flag right there. Now she came in with her hose gapped open. um that's not a red flag. That's a bitch. This is happening. You know what I'm saying? And and she would repeatedly do this stuff. Now at this time, she didn't look like she wanted to be as complicit. Well, I don't know. I'm not even gonna speculate. It wasn't as crazy as now. Now, you know what I'm saying? As far as like around her birthday and before her birthday, that's when it started getting real extreme. When she left one day and she came back with her hose gaped open, it looked like she was under the influence. Her attitude was different. She was more. That's when she got turned out. She was literally under their control. So the white supremacists that be over at MS Auto, this is something else to mention. Once I started noticing that it was weird stuff happening to her like that, like, you know what I'm saying? And, her hose gaped open. This is a chick that I slept with for 16 years. Like, I know her body, gave her 3 children, so I know her body, I know everything. Like, get the fuck out of here. So she was trying to just kick some bullshit to me. At this time, I emotionally detached from her completely, though. Like, and I was scared for her. I felt, I didn't know what was happening to her, if she's being forced, being forced. Cause these white supremacists literally stalk us. I will show you footage of them literally parked outside of her house trying to antagonize us with vehicles and predator billing them. Definitely try to intimidate us and intimidate her family, maybe. I don't know. They will have to speak for themselves. Like I said, her father came around here with busted windows. They be all around her grandmom's house. But these people have showed that they was complicit with it. My grandma caught me coming from the police station, was telling me basically to stop going to the police station, because every time I go to the police station, they go to her son's house, who is my children's mother, father. They go to his house. Like, the fuck, he got some control over me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they go to his house, and why would they be going to his house telling my information when they not even turning over my police reports. You know what I'm saying? They telling me I gotta sign a right to know form for my own police reports. So tell me, why would they be going telling anybody else my information? Why would they be going to his her father house? And not even giving me I still don't have my police reports. This is how corrupt these sons of bitches is. But let me get back to the point, though. Let me get back to how really weird and creepy this shit is. So you got my children's mother that goes from documenting these people with me, literally making nicknames about this motherfucker. The person who pulled the tractor trailer on my lawn, she called him Cracker Jack. And it was funny as fuck. And you know what I'm saying? So we would joke about little stuff like that and laugh about little stuff like that. But she went from calling him that to lying about calling him that, sleeping and now this is after she's getting sexually exploited. Get out of here. Don't be coming down here. My cat always creeping down here. Nobody comes down here. Saying nobody's supposed to come down here. You know what I mean? But so now look, now check it. So now that, I'm saying she's being sexually exploited and I'm putting it out there, I got podcasts talking. I'm gonna whoop your ass. Stay from down here. Yeah, so now that she's being sexually exploited and stuff, I started putting it out there. Like, I got the podcast talking about it. I even got podcasts talking about, and you seeing how much love I got for this girl. Because I'm telling you, I don't fucking, like, I'm really worried about her, and I'm trying to, I'm showing you the sincerity of me. Some days I do be snapping out. Come on, you if your chick come in here with her hoes gaped open and stuff like that, and now she's insecure about these hoes. Now, like her ass and shit like that, that girl was insecure about that. So once I seen that was violated, and these perverts is literally listening to us having sex and listening to us and watching us what we doing. No, these is fucking perverts. Point blank, period. They got sophisticated, and she's seeming to be open to doing this in front of this equipment, knowing that we're being surveilled, knowing that we're being watched. Think about this. How would it seem if the other parent of your children know y'all being watched, know your house is under this type of surveillance, and being quiet about it? Start being quiet. Like y'all both got children to protect. You know what I'm saying? Now she's leaving the house. Now they have control over her now. You see what I'm saying? If y'all wonder why I have to expose all this stuff, they have control over my children's mother, some sexual predator perverts that monitor us in our house. She goes from reporting this stuff with me and documenting this stuff with me to lying, making jokes about certain people, to lying. Why wouldn't I think that she's scared? You know what I'm saying? Anybody, somebody who's just in a pride would just be like, oh, this, that, and the third, and oh, she cheated on me, and oh, I feel this way, and I feel that way. No, somebody who's fucking really concerned, like, about your family. You want to question everything, especially knowing that you have some fucking predator pervert stalking y'all. This is not normal. It's stalkers, people who stalk people who do that is something off with them. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who would think of doing that is okay, is something wrong with them. Somebody who would monitor somebody 24/7 perversely in their privacy of their own home is something a little bit off with them. And if they're monitoring that, seeing people do stuff sexually, I don't think no human being would be, capable of just withstanding and ignoring that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That's going to cause some psychological problems up there. So fuck no, I don't trust nobody doing that shit. Period. And damn sure I wouldn't consent to nobody consenting to them allowing that shit to happen to their daughter or their family, man. So all of this is what was pissing me off. No, it still pissed me off. It pissed me off, and it do that you would even open your legs to people like that. You know what I'm saying? But if it's forced, if they feeling, it's forced, and which I felt like it was at first, but then after she went out and got turned out and it looked like they definitely had her on some kind of drugs. The only thing I ever told my children's mother was okay was marijuana. And that's the only thing I fuck with. I told her protect her, stay away from every fucking thing else. So no, she ain't never did nothing but me with me, but smoke some marijuana, smoke some weed. Cause we call it weed, we don't call it marijuana. But I do it for those purposes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it looked like she was on something else, alter her thinking, her behavior and everything was erratic. I was literally having to make sure I smoked with this girl to keep her in check. Like her nerves, everything was all over the place. Regardless, I would have to put my pride to the side, no matter how much she was gaslighting me, pissing me off, and I would smoke with this girl just to make sure her mental was stable, because she has to still take my children to school. You know what I'm saying? She has to still do things for my children. And at the end of the day, that's still my children's mother. If I let her mind, if I let them drive her crazy, if I become a part of her mental instability, then that hurts them. It's not going to benefit me. It's going to hurt them. And I don't have no win in this situation. So I'm literally still, this is how I knew to pull up the camera when, because and at first, and I'm going to be completely honest, at first I did. I was like, fuck that. I ain't going to keep giving her, smoking with her and giving her. And then I said, you know what? Let me just leave her a little bit down here. And I guess she had her pride though, and she didn't even smoke because I stopped smoking with her. But let me get back to, before you see the incident with her dumping all my vitamins and my medication and stuff on the floor, you know what I'm saying? That the weed was literally keeping her balanced and keeping her stable. She was literally like she still is can have a nervous breakdown at any point. She's holding on to guilt. She's not, dealing with her problems. Instead, she's just covering it up and she's being controlled. Anytime somebody's literally controlling your fucking life, you don't have the ability to do what you want, whether you think it's okay or not. No, that's playing a psychological, that's definitely psychologically fucking with you. But listen, because this is really what it was about, this whole thing, and it's the sexual things that's happening and what happened to me. And if I come up and definitely I come up with a fucking disease, she purposefully gave it to me under their advice, under their control or whatever. But no, she purposefully fucking did this shit to me if I come up with something. And I warned her that this is their tactics. I told her that they will infiltrate you. They will put dudes out here to sleep with you and tell you all the things that you fucking want to hear. Now, if they're spying on us 24/7, they know exactly what you like, what you don't like, your situation, how to manipulate you, tell you everything you want to hear, getting and just fucking control you. So if you're that gullible, and she is like point blank period. Because how do you even let these people get close to you when your children's father is under attack? Let alone open your legs up to these people. Anybody. When somebody get all that money and they become a target, why would you be out here opening your legs up to any fucking body, man? You know what I'm saying? Your family is under attack. People take this shit lightly. This ain't to be taken lightly, man. Your family is literally under attack. Hold up, yeah. So she come in with her holes gaped open. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen. So this is going on. You know what I'm saying? She was actually cheating for months. Cheating even prior before that. I was suspecting she was being sex trafficked. You know what I'm saying? Then come in, gate holes, gape wide open and stuff like that. Now this is her attitude. Now I am confronting her about cheating and stuff like that every once in a while. Once I see she's lying about it, I stop though, because they use that to gaslight me, to make me mad, make me look erratic, and try to get me out of a house that I'm invested in. So this is the game they've been trying to play and use her body. This is why I was making the joint snapping and talking about her father, and like, if you condone this sick ass behavior, because I know the people in that Morton Barrow and the Red Trust, them black men under Predator Bill and the rest of these scumbags, including feed industry employees and feed industry and MSR, like the people on this block is all aware of this. A lot of people in the bus stop is aware of this. The crossing guard is aware of this. They know about these things. All of these people, and listen, I have people that talk to me. I can't really disclose too much information, but they are aware of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, MSR. So now I say fuck that. I'm gonna make sure she alright. I'm gonna make sure, nobody's fucking following her, because I'm working on my body. I'm building my body up slowly but surely so I can start getting out of the house, you know what I'm saying, with them, and start going to them. Now I'm protecting my shit in here, but once I see that they're accessing it anyway, because she's letting them access my stuff anyway, I'm like, okay, I don't need to be really protecting this stuff too much, because they're getting access to it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So let me start positioning myself and going out of the house with her, because she could be being threatened, which she is, and followed everywhere she go, which she is. But she started denying that. I'm not being followed. I know they're following me. First of all, they make a lot of noise when you leave the house to let me know that they're following you. Second of all, they're not gonna not stalk you, not surveil you. They have to surveil you. They have to stalk you, because you around me. For anything, you could be, you could just take, I could give you, they can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. I don't got to go around the world to let you know they don't fucking trust you. First of all, if you betrayed your children's father, why would they trust you ever? You know what I'm saying? You prove that you can't be trusted. You know what I'm saying? And to anybody who's into that kind of stuff, they can't trust you. I hope you know that. So yeah, to even think that you're not being stalked or you're not being followed and your phone is not being surveilled, they just prove more how gullible you is if you do believe that. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking crazy. If you think these people, let me let me stay on point on topic. So, because this is where it gets scary with her at. She was real shaky. Now she start fucking dropping weight. When I say my children's mother was never this skinny, she was never this skinny. Ever. 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 You know what I'm saying? Ever. Just start dropping weight out of nowhere. Um, I don't know much about HIV and stuff like that. And they say it's age that make them drop weight like that and stuff like that. And even when I researched, it was different shit. But no, this shit was scary. It was scary to the point I'm like, yo, that shit don't look healthy. The way you dropping weight, it don't look healthy. I'm not disrespect. I'm not trying to. I'm 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 scared for her. This is the mother of my fucking children. So if something happened to her, that shit affects them. You know what I'm saying? Not only me, it affects them. So no, I'm fucking literally worried about her. Now I told this girl that they will do sick shit like give you a STD or give you something to give to me just to get to me. They will fuck you. Now I told her this a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? A long fucking time ago. Everything. You know what I'm saying? They will do this to you. This is their history. They don't give a fuck about nobody. You know what I'm saying? But their agenda. Everybody else is pawns. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to dealing with these people, point blank period. They will manipulate you. They have plenty of people to get to you. They have plenty of sex workers under them. They lock these people up and leverage shit against them. They know who got AIDS. They know who got HIV. They know a lot of things and they're able to fucking set you up so easily. So you're always going to be vulnerable. I told this girl, even after you done, even if we break up, you're done dealing with me, you're going to always have to be on alert. You're not going to never be able to trust no fucking body. You're always going to have your guard up, which I suggest everybody do anyway. Even if you don't, believe or know you're being targeted, I suggest you have your fucking guard up anyway. You know what I'm saying? So she just started losing all this fucking weight. Now, no, I don't have no symptoms. I don't have nothing. The biggest red flag with me was is so at this time I started using protection. Actually, when she coming in with her hose gaped open and shit like that, and I'm feeling like she being sex trafficked, and then sometimes smells and different, shit like that. Like so, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to wear condoms now. I got a podcast talking about this too. Then I got a podcast talking about, it broke and it was it was a little scary, but. Oh, so now when I'm starting to use condoms though, this is the big red flag though. She was scary. She was scared. She was very fucking scared. You know what I'm saying? She was very scared and shaky. Um, very scared and shaky. And it was seeming that she was trying to get me to stop using the condoms. Now when the condom, whatever happened with the condom, I forget exactly, but that bitch came off, stopped using it. It could have been my weakness. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? It came off at one time. Now her confidence came back. She wasn't as scary and shaky no more. And not only that, she started with the actual gaslighting and shit again. The hard gaslighting. It's like she became confident again. She started, oh, he's sleeping with me with no protection again. Now I felt like, damn, do she feel like, was she trying to give me something? And now she feels secure because she felt like if she was the only one who had it, it would be proof that, you know what I'm saying? Not that these people can't measure like how long that shit been affecting your body and see a difference. Like, but no, so it was crazy. So I'm even taking pictures of my body, like I ain't show my fucking body, son. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like this start happening to me out here. But no, so that was scary. You know what I'm saying? So your holes gaped open. Then when I start using protection with you and stuff like that, and you losing all this weight. When I start using protection with you, you get shaky and scary. Now, mind you, when we get close, when I'm leaving the house with her, we're bonding better. You know what I'm saying? We smoking together, we talking, we bonding. Now, when we talking, the dudes that be over there, MS Auto and stuff like that, they coming over there all times of the night, everything. They just making it, cause they listening to us. So they see hearing us buying and stuff like that and watching us. And they start making noise with their vehicles. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's to intimidate her. Let her know we still listening, we still watching. Can they communicate and do all kind of things with her through that way? Period. At this time, I don't think she's on their right side. I think she noticed they violated her. They gave her something. This is me again. This is suspicions in my head. You know what I'm saying? They done gave her something. They done violated her. She's probably on the wrong side of them, and she's bonding with me. Now I'm going everywhere with her. They can't get to her as good. Um, Out of nowhere, they took her car. Her car gets taken. Y'all gonna see the footage from that. Y'all gonna see when her car gets taken. Them say we got it's cameras everywhere, and I'm pointing right over at MS Auto, right over there at the white supremacists. Like we got cameras, it's cameras everywhere watching, and he points right over there. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. We can't make this up, and I'm documenting the along the way, so y'all see everything, and I'm explaining this shit. So is it a fucking coincidence? You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm going through. So right now, every day, I've been trying to get my health records. You know what I'm saying? I went and got checked out in the ER. They keep logging me out. Like I can't keep up with my health care. I can't get proper legal aid. I've been trying to get legal aid on these bitches for years. They follow me everywhere. They stalk me, hack all my phones, all my devices. I can't securely do nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is the white supremacist of Morton, Pennsylvania. We putting pressure on perverted ass Predator Bill who put the fucking equipment on my house. Feet Industries, all of these scumbags. Everybody on this fucking block, as well as the Morton PD and police and fire and rescue over there at the Morton Barrel. All of them. All of them need to be investigated since like 2019. Going back that far. I'm talking about GPS of everything. My children's mother, her phone is still in her file. All of these motherfuckers, GPS, everything needs to be tracked since like 2019. Point blank period. And you want to see all the correlations of what I'm telling you. These is fucking perverts out here. Watch your children. They heavily invested in school districts and the school with our children in it, and this is why these people need to be exposed. But I'm getting out of here for now. You know what I'm saying? And this is really what I'm going through. So right now, as what is it, the 4th? Yeah, cause my son's birthday was yesterday. Right now, I'm waiting on my test results, man. Keep me in thought, keep me in prayer. But it don't matter, because even if I do get something, I'm gonna heal that shit. It's gonna put more pressure on me to heal it. So, that's why I ain't down in spirits. I don't feel, this. I know I can heal some shit like that anyway, and it might put pressure on me to do it for other people out here. Because like I told y'all, I was studying herbs. I was studying um, healing and different things. I had a crazy discipline that I haven't been able to get to since I became disabled. So if it put pressure on me, it fucking put pressure on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool where I'm at. And I'm just, whatever happens is I'm cool, period. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of lived a sexual life anyway, even if I wanted to become celibate. And I've been celibate a little bit for like I would say like the last couple months. I ain't slept with nobody else. I think that's what celibate mean. I was just joking with somebody else. Like I don't really know what that shit mean, but I think that's what it mean. But no, I be needing some cheeks though, son. I'm not really used to going without no cheeks. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. But I'm comfortable in the position I am in. It's definitely a good experience for me to do this for myself. Um, period. Because I did do it for a female before. I keep telling you, I'll never forget her because she's the only one made me wait like that. But I waited 6 months, was literally with this girl every day. and that felt good to do that. And but now it's for myself. You know what I'm saying? It's literally a decision I made for myself, and it's like, you know what? And it wasn't even basically around this situation because like, I don't have no symptoms or nothing. Like I'm still cool. I mean, I really wouldn't know too much though. That's why I say, yeah, you do gotta make sure and check shit out because I go through pain and just bullshit on a regular basis. But and fatigue, and definitely they say like fatigue is a symptom of this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, like, son, I fight every day. Like, y'all might not see that I be fatigued, and if you looking at my patterns, my weight patterns, no, I fight every day. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like to lay down when I could be getting something done. I like my mind works too much. It's like, nah, I gotta do something. You know what I mean? And I think I'll be in more pain when I lay. No, I do. I'll be in more pain laying down. Period. You know what I'm saying? I was weighing that. Now I'm definitely concerned. I'm convinced that yes, when I lay my body down, in certain situations, it depends. Sometimes it depends. Yeah, it really do depend. But sometimes, yeah, laying down make the actual pain worse. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm really out of here right now.